Alright, we're back with the blue build. So this video we're going to install this nice trigger. This is SSA from Geissele. So we'll open this bad boy up and get her installed to see what's in the package, and hopefully this goes pretty simple. So our last video we put together our lower with the takedown pins and the buffer tube. So this one we are pulling this out. Everything is in the box, is out of the box. And I did see that they have this pin which is used to help install, so we don't want this to go rolling anywhere. And we will just open this all up. Trigger installation instructions. Go to a QR code. That's not super handy, but I understand. Alright, so that's empty. Let's see what we've got here. Looks like we've got a hammer, and it looks like we got the actual trigger. And if you hadn't seen these before, this comes with this pin already kind of installed in the middle here. This is the pin that we're going to put into here. Take the one that actually stays in there out, but this will allow us to slide the trigger in to the lower and then replace by sliding the actual pin through there. And then that goes in the top. So I'm not sure how this goes in the bottom. It looks like it drops in pretty easy. But I think the first thing we have to do is replace the main pin here with the silver pin, just so it has the ability to slide into the lower, and it makes just installing it easier. Okay, so that, and there's definitely some grease on here. I thought this would come with a little grease thing, but it doesn't. But it's already looks like it's lubed a little bit. So we put this little pin in, and it fits flush in here, so we should be able to drop this in. And that's interesting. I think this was in this way when I pulled it through. So we'll put this knob in that way. So I think I saw the edge of it had that little groove. And then we'll probably go look it up and make sure we did it right. But let's see how we can drop this into our lower. Here's our blue build. Really inside there is not much. The trigger pin goes into this spot here. So it looks like those springs just kind of set. I'm just kind of dropping it straight in there. That's all I've done, is dropped it straight in. The springs are kind of sitting on the side. So then you have to push it down and find that pin, which there it is. And then we'll push this new one through. That's a little weight on the fingertips. But we're going to set this up on something just to have room to push that pin through the bottom. Just going to put this fabric here so we're not scratching anything up. So we'll do like this. There's the silver is lined up exactly with the hole. We'll get this going through. And that went part of the way through. Pretty straightforward. I might have to just tap it a little bit. I'll get one of my brand new punches here. And we'll just tap this down in. Went far enough that the install pin just fell out. So we're going to tap this just enough to get it flush. Didn't scratch anything so far. That's super flush there. It's not quite as flush on this side, so we're going to just adjust it to make it nice and even on both sides. That's a nice little punch. This is this Real Avid kit that I just got as well. Roll pin punch. That worked very nice. Okay, so that is in there. Feels like a trigger. Nice and smooth. Now, we're going to do the hammer. Now, I guess we do use the same thing. So we'll look and see if we can take this pin out and push this one through. I know we got to have it that way, but we got to get this pin out. Doesn't feel as lubricated as the other one. So we'll drop a drop of lubrication on here. And we'll see if we can get this pin out. One way or another, this comes out. So I could try to tap it. I'm going to put it in my vise and tap it a little bit. Oh, there we go. I just pushed through. Okay, so let's look at the direction I have this going in before I remove it. And see that we've got that. This hammer goes in this way. This side has the little grooves. We'll see if this is done the exact same way, because it does fit through that hole. So it should be similar. And maybe you don't even need to. So it does look a little different. I'm going to still stick this one in here just for the heck of it. Okay, that's out. This one is that flush install pin. I probably didn't need to put it in there, but I did. Alright, so hammer, that's in. That pin's going to go right here. We'll do the same thing. We're going to take that end with the little groove and put it through. So let's see how this looks like it should go in. I'm not exactly sure, but it looks like these just go there. I guess they go under that one, maybe. Or do they go over? That's a really strong. So right now I'm not sure if they go under the other trigger or if they go on top of it. I can't go under it because the trigger has its springs against the bottom, so these must go on top. That seems like that's the way that goes. There's that pin again. There's a little bit of it. Takes a little coaxing. Nope. Let's see, maybe I should do it without this pin in the middle. That's just resistance, and it doesn't seem like it matters a whole lot. So let's take this out. We'll try this again with that so there's no resistance. Maybe we can get it to slide in there correctly. Takes a little bit of thumb. Takes a lot of push. Why can I not do that? Am I just getting weak? Look, I just need a third hand. That seems like it's so strong, but maybe that's right. I just got to get it there. Try a different angle. maybe. Let's use the tools. Let's put this on the vise here. I should probably put the rubber pieces on my vise, but I'm just going to do this. Just to kind of give me something to hold this. Might be a little hard to see. Got it most of the way in. That's cocked. So let me see if we can just tap this the rest of the way. Beautiful. Just felt the other side to see how far it was. Okay, that went there. See, on this side looks pretty good. Looks pretty even on both sides. All right, so had to use a little muscle, but I think it's cocked as well, so I'm going to do that. Let me reset the camera back up here. All right, I think we have the trigger and hammer. That's cocked. And then if I feel that's tight. Okay, so this is the two-stage trigger. So it's got a little bit of movement there. Not much weight on that. And then the release. Okay, that feels pretty good. It's triggering. So this, don't use that on the second, on the actual hammer portion. And it was much easier once I got that bent over. Maybe I needed to really bend that over and get it like that, then try to get the trigger in, or get that pin in. But either way, we got it. It just needed a third hand to put it in the vise. All right, so trigger is installed. Awesome. I think next we will be moving on from this trigger, two-stage 4.5 pounds. We'll be moving on to, I think, the safety, which we've got right here. This ambidextrous safety will go in, and we'll have to find our tools, make sure we got the right little Allen wrenches for that. Actually, it came with one. How nice of them. So we got the tools. We'll get on to that one next, and then we'll follow it up with the mag release and the trigger guard. Awesome. Hit subscribe, hit like, and thanks for watching. All right, if you enjoyed the videos, thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as the next ones come out. Have a good one.